Welcome to Astute's workshop where we will discuss fear with relationships. Fear with relationships is the most under-discussed topic. There are multiple reasons why a person fears relationship. However, the most important relationship that is feared the most, especially in adulthood, is the romantic relationship. We human beings are wired in such a way that we tend to fear unknown or unexplored. However, when it comes to relationships, we know how it is, we know how it processes, and sometimes we also get into the relationship but with the fear of intimacy and closeness. Here I am referring to only mental and emotional intimacy and not the physical ones. However, physical ones are also affected by your mental and emotional intimacy. This fear of relationships or fear of intimacy has many signs and symptoms. Let's discuss that. These signs include feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem or high self-esteem, mistrust of others or oneself, heightened self-doubt, emotional distancing from the person, high self-consciousness, self-critical thoughts, inability to share problems with others, heightened attachment-related anxiety, which may include a fear of abandonment, lonely self-perception, etc. So now, let's discuss why some people just cannot get intimated or close. There are three main factors that we will discuss in this workshop that causes the fear of relationships or the fear of intimacy. We all tend to judge each other. We also judge our own selves. But when it comes to relationship, the judgment that affects us the most is what he or she will think of me once he or she will get to know my secrets, my desires, etc. We all like to say that we are an open book, but we also know that we are not. We all are into the process of knowing ourselves, and that is why self-awareness is very important. However, we all may be having some embarrassing moments, some embarrassing secrets that we would not like to share. We all have had our past experiences which may be embarrassing, some dark secrets, some unusual desires. But when we like a person or a person likes us, we are at the best display of our personality. The way you dress, the way you speak, the way you love, etc. This is normal initially. But the problem arises when you're not able to go ahead in your relationship just because of this obstacle. This is the stage when you and your partner feel that it is not working out, it's not going really deep, it's all superficial, etc. And this all happens because of your fear of judgments. This is where the relationship breaks, or even worse, never gets started. Now, let me tell you, this fear of judgment is very common. Almost everybody has this fear. But this fear tells us more about you than you would ever like to believe. This fear can take place because of negative past experiences, high self-consciousness, low self-esteem, low self-confidence, etc. This may also be happening because you are just not comfortable with who you are. You are not accepting the way you are, and that is why maybe you're not comfortable with your own thoughts or your feelings. This can also happen because you are judging yourself very harshly. This makes you a person who's so fearful of judgment that the person is not really able to share with anyone. Now let me tell you, you're not the only one who has some embarrassing issues, some dark secrets, some unusual desires. Everybody is like that. However, when we come to relationship, we have to share the bond, and this fear of judgment restricts us from sharing a bond, from sharing our secrets, from sharing of what we feel. Knowing more about yourself, increasing your self-esteem, maintaining your self-consciousness can all help you to come out of this. When it comes to the fear of relationships, the second factor is the trust and vulnerability. So, you are a highly experienced and intelligent person who is known to take each step with caution and has never been weak in front of anyone. You are also very cautious when it comes to people. You have never been cheated in your life, and even if you have been, you have always taken a lesson from it. Sounds similar like you. Well, chances are you're also one of those people who don't trust others. You feel that if you trust others, they will make you feel vulnerable. They will also hold the power to hurt you or leave you. This in turn will make you a person who just does not like to trust others and also who does not get very close in relationships. You may be a highly intelligent or a cautious person, but this also makes you a person who doubts others more and trusts less. These subtle thoughts, attitudes, sometimes go unnoticed by you, but it can be noticed by others. Nobody can pretend that they are so strong that they just don't need any people in their life. However, this subtle attitude of yours can actually repel people away from you because relationship requires trust and doubting others will make them go away from your life. So now, what to do to be more trusting and to feel less vulnerable? Firstly, simply accept the fact that you are imagining and apprehending that something might go wrong if you start trusting others. Your own beliefs, such as that you will not be able to hold power in relationship, that others may mistreat you, that others may go against your wishes, are the beliefs that is preventing you to get into the relationship or to trust others. Secondly, just because you have become a person who does not like to trust others does not mean that you cannot change. You can always start trusting people. You may have been your trust broken once, twice or even thrice, but remember, not everyone is here to break your trust. Some people genuinely care and some people actually want you to trust them, but doubting them can also make them go away from you. And thirdly, you are also expecting others to break your trust. How? Let me tell you. So you trusted a person in the past and that person broke your trust. You cried, you got hurt, etc. But being a strong person, you have moved on. Now you're very cautious with people whom you trust. Now imagine the most trusted person of your life is nowadays acting a little suspicious. It could be parents, siblings, cousins, friends, etc. This person has always been a truthful person with you, but now from few days is acting in a weird manner and is not really the way he or she was. You know what will be the first thing that will cross your mind is that this person will break my trust. You know why? Because after moving from the past and becoming more cautious of your relationships, you are still searching the clues and the cues that others will break your trust. And the moment someone starts behaving a little suspicious, the first thing that will come to your mind is that this person will break my trust. In the end, you're not even able to maintain a good and meaningful relationships. And you are also a person who's always blamed for doubting. Third reason is you are simply being too rational. We humans are rational beings, and that is why we observe, we analyze, we calculate. We differ from animals in our rationality. However, this makes us very rational, and in the process of being a rational person, we start questioning each and every thought and feelings of ourselves and others. We want to explain, be explained, clarify and try to find logic everywhere. This in turn makes us an intelligent robot. You are more likely to hear from other people that you don't understand them or you don't understand their feelings. And you scream inside that you are understanding the other person and yet the person thinks that you're not understanding them. Why does this happen? So let me tell you that we human beings are rational beings, but we are also emotional beings. Emotions and feelings such as love, anger, hatred can be justified sometimes but cannot be proved logically all the time. Emotions comes from our own instincts. And that is why it is important to feel them. But what happens when we become very rational? We stop feeling and we start thinking. This hinders our capacity to feel and to emote. Emotions are instinctual. But what happens when we are not able to feel it and try to justify it with the logic? You will become a person who is less likely to understand others and also sometimes himself. When it comes to emotions, feeling it as it is very important. It does not matter if it is good or bad. Until it is harming someone, you can feel it wholeheartedly. So, the only solution is to feel whatever is coming in your heart and to not to justify each and every thought or feelings. The more you try to justify, the more distant you will become from your own self and from others. And this in turn will scare away the people from your life. Apart from these reasons, the other reasons which we are not able to discuss right now is you think you deserve more, you think you deserve a better one, you feel you're very shy or awkward, you feel that it's just a waste of time, you feel that relationships are a waste of time, you feel that you're a personality who cannot commit, etc. Lastly, value the people who are around you and never let them go. So guys, this was Astute's workshop on fear with relationships. Hope you liked it. Thank you.